If you're Irish, come into the parlour. There's a welcome there for you. And if your name is Timothy or Pat, as long as you come from Ireland, there's a welcome on the mat.
Hello, this is Heather welcoming you to this edition of My Kind of Music. And today we're going to begin with A Typical Irishman and the voice of Leo McCaffrey.
20 years ago today I left old Erin Shore. I came over to America as thousands did before. Old Ireland was too small for me, so away from home I ran. And I come from the county Kerry, I am a typical Irishman. Tralee, sweet Tralee, you're the town that sheltered me. Since I was a little boy upon my mother's knee, I loved the land where I was born and I loved the famous dam. And I come from the county Kerry, I am a typical Irishman. The steamer I came over in had anchored in New York. Some of the boys from home were there and some from the county Cork. I made my way to Old Broadway with some friends of the famous Dan. And I come from the county Kerry, I am a typical Irishman. Tralee, sweet Tralee, you're the town that sheltered me. Since I was a little boy upon my mother's knee, I loved the land where I was born and I loved the famous Dan. And I come from the county Kerry, I am a typical Irishman. There was Sullivan, Minahan, Moyna, Big Pat Brennan and O'Keefe. Some of them came from Dingle and McGill, the Puddies, Reeks, Foley, Shea, O'Connor too, and the mighty Brosnahan. All of them from Kerry and the typical Irishman. Tralee, sweet Tralee, you're the town that sheltered me. Since I was a little boy upon my mother's knee, I loved the land where I was born and I loved the famous Dan. And I come from the county Kerry, I'm a typical Irishman.
And for a change of pace, we're now going to continue this beautiful Irish music with Skibbereen and the voice of Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, Father dear, I oft times hear you talk of Erin's Isle, her lofty scenes and valleys green, her mountains rude and wild. They say it is a pretty place wherein a prince might dwell. Oh, why did you abandon it? The reason to me tell. Oh, son, I love my native land with energy and pride, till a blight came over all my crops, my sheep and cattle died. The rent and taxes were so high I could not them redeem, and that's the cruel reason why I left old Skibbereen. Oh, it's well I do remember that bleak December day. The landlord and the sheriff came to drive us all away. They set my roof on fire with their demon yellow spleen, and that's another reason why I left old Skibbereen. Your mother too, God rest her soul, fell on the snowy ground. She fainted in her anguish, desolation round. She never rose but passed away from life to mortal dream. She found a quiet grave, my boy, in dear old Skibbereen. And you were only 2 years old, and feeble was your frame. I could not leave you with your friends, you bore your father's name. I wrapped you in my coat of more in the dead of night unseen. I heaved a sigh and said goodbye to dear old Skibbereen.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Our next number is going to be A Little Bit of Heaven, and that, of course, is Ireland itself, and this is sung by the Living Voices.
Have you ever heard the story of how Ireland got its name? I'll tell you so you'll understand from whence old Ireland came. No wonder that we're proud of that dear land across the sea. For here's the way me dear old mother told the tale to me. Sure, a little bit of heaven fell from out the sky one day, and nestled on the ocean in a spot so far away. And when the angels found it, sure it looked so sweet and fair. They said, suppose we leave it, for it looks so peaceful there. So they sprinkled it with stardust, just to make the shamrocks grow. 'Tis the only place you'll find them, no matter where you go. Then they dotted it with silver to make its lake so grand. And when they had it finished, sure they called it
The pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun was declining beneath the blue sea. When I strayed with my love to the pure crystal fountain that stands in the beautiful vale of Tralee. She was lovely and fair, like the rose of the summer. It was not her beauty alone that won And Mary, all smiling, sat listening to me. The moon through the valley her pale rays were shedding when I won the heart of the Rose of Tralee. Though lovely and fair as the rose of the summer, yet was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eye ever beaming that made me love Mary, the Rose of
That was Joseph Locke with The Rose of Tralee. And now for a change in rhythm, we've got McNamara's Band with Andy Cole.
My name is McNamara, I'm the leader of the band. And though we're few in numbers, we're the finest in the land. We play at wakes and weddings and at every fancy ball. And when we play at funerals, we play the march from Saul. When the drums go bang and the cymbals clang and the horns they blaze away, McCarthy puffs the old bassoon while Doyle the pipes will play. Tennessee, Tennessee, tootles the flute, my word, 'tis something grand. A credit to old Ireland boys is McNamara's Band. Right now we are rehearsing for a very swell affair. The annual celebration, all the gentry will be there. When General Grant to Ireland came, he took me by the hand. Says he, I never saw the likes of McNamara's Band. When the drums go bang and the cymbals clang and the horns they blaze away, McCarthy puffs the old bassoon while Doyle the pipes will play. Tennessee, Tennessee, tootles the flute, my word, 'tis something grand. A credit to old Ireland boys is McNamara's Band. Whenever an election's on, we play on either side. The way we play our fine old airs fills Irish hearts with pride. If poor Tom Moore was living now, he'd make yous understand that none could do him justice like old McNamara's Band. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Well, that would have got your feet a-tapping. Now let's listen to the Mulligans as they sing Red Rose Cafe.
They come from the farms and the factories too. They soon forget who they are. The cares of the day are soon washed away as they sit on a stool at the bar. The girl with green eyes and the Rolling Stone shirt doesn't look like she worked on the land. The man at the end is a very good friend, of a man who sells cars second hand. Down at the Red Rose Cafe in the harbour, there by the port just outside Amsterdam, everyone shares in the songs and the laughter. Everyone there is so happy to be there. The salesmen relax with a few pints of beer. They try to not talk about trade. The poet won't write any verses tonight, but he might sing a sweet serenade. So pull up your chairs, forget about life. It's a nice thing to do now and then. And if you're like me, but I've got an idea, tomorrow let's all meet again. Down at the Red Rose Cafe in the harbour, there by the port just outside Amsterdam, everyone shares in the songs and the laughter. Everyone there is so happy to be there. Down at the Red Rose Cafe in the harbour, there by the port just outside Amsterdam, everyone shares in the songs and the laughter. Everyone there is so happy to be there. Everyone there is so happy to be there.
Our next number is The Girl from Donegal with Margot.
Young girls, draw near, and I'll tell you here the story that makes me sad. He sailed away the other day, my own dear Irish lad. My heart did break all for his sake, and the tears like rain did fall. Ah, but why did he part and break the heart of his girl from Donegal? He was big and strong when he'd sing the song he'd delight your heart to hear. With his step so light and his eyes so bright and his voice so sweet and clear, he could handle a spade or cord a maid, the fairest of them all. Ah, but he was inclined to leave behind his girl from Donegal.
Sad the day that he sailed away
to a distant land across the foam in a foreign land to slave. He would rather have toiled on his native soil, but his wages were too small, and he had to part and break the heart of his girl from Donegal. He was big and strong when he'd sing the song he'd delight your heart to hear. With his step so light and his eyes so bright and his voice so sweet and clear. He could handle a spade or cord and make the fairest of them all. Ah, but why did he part and break the heart of his girl from Donegal?
And we're finishing up today's session with a medley. What it includes, It Was Only an Irishman's Dream, in the voice of Tony MacDonald, Little Town in the Old County Down with Charlie McGee, and Where the River Shannon Flows with Noel Kingston.
Sure, the shamrocks were growing on Broadway. Every girl was an Irish colleen, and the town of New York was the county of Cork. All the buildings were painted green. Sure, the Hudson looked just like the Shannon. Oh, how good and how real it did seem. I could hear mother singing, the Shannon bells ringing. 'Twas only an Irishman's dream.
Sure, if I had the wings of a swallow, I would travel far over the sea. Then a rockier road I would follow to a spot that is heaven to me. When the sun goes to rest away out in the west, then I'll build such a nest in the place I love best, in that dear little town in the old county down. It will linger way down in my heart. Though it never was grand, it is my fairyland, just a wonderful world set apart. Oh, my Ireland of dreams, you are with me, it seems, and I care not for fame or renown. Like the black sheep of old, I'll come back to the fold, little town in the old county down.
There's a pretty spot in Ireland I always will call my land, where the fairies and the blarney will never ever die. 'Tis the land of the shillelagh, my heart goes back there daily to the girl I left behind me, where we kissed and said goodbye, where the river Shannon's flowing, where the three-leaf shamrock grows, where my heart is, I am going to my little Irish rose. And the moment that I meet her, with a hug and kiss I'll greet her. Sure, there's not a calling sweeter, where the river Shannon flows.
Kind of Music was presented by Heather Swift and produced by Alex Hare for Golden Days Radio.